go. Just popped up on YouTube. There you go. See it. You should see it in my channel now.
Alright, I'm just gonna refresh. Yeah. That's good.
There you go. You got it right. And you sound perfect.
Alright, I'm just gonna refresh. Yeah. That's good.
There you go. You got it right. And you sound perfect.
I'm just gonna refresh.
As soon as you got on, static started to happen. Actually, no, it's gone. Okay, never mind. Alright. Put my filters on. Filters on.
Maybe if you wanna mute your Discord now, Danny, I can hear you through it.
There we go. I was wondering why it was doing that. Alright.
Filters on. Maybe if you wanna mute your Discord now, Danny, I can hear you through it.
There we go. I was wondering why it was doing that. Alright.
Filters on. Maybe if you wanna mute your Discord now, Danny, I can hear you.
There we go. I was wondering why it was doing that. Alright.
Filters on.
Alrighty. Nice suppression. Good quality. That's on. Alrighty. So let me know if you can hear me. Suppression. Good quality. Alright. Alrighty. Let me know if you can hear me. Hear me? Suppression.
Yep.
Good quality.
I can hear you. No.
Let me know if you can hear me. Hear me?
Yep.
Good quality. Output capture. It's you. Alright, cool. Alright, now back to where everything got messed up. At least the stream now starts from not all that hectic chaos. And I have the perfect configuration saved. Now it starts from not all that hectic chaos. And I have the perfect configuration saved.
Yep, that's good. I can hear you. I can hear you and I can see your cursor.
Not all that hectic chaos. And I have the perfect configuration saved.
Yep, that's good. I can hear you. I can hear you and I can see your cursor.
All that hectic chaos. And I have the perfect configuration saved. Going over and over again.
Yeah, that's good. I can hear you. I can hear you and I can see your cursor.
Huh. And I have the perfect configuration saved. Going over and over again. Filters. Alright. Now I just can't hear you yet. Which one is it? Noise gate. Noise suppression.
No, I had it on mute, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
How about now?
Which one is it? Noise gate. Yeah, I can hear it now. Noise suppression.
No, I had it on mute, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
How about now?
Which one is it? Noise gate. I can hear it now. Noise suppression. Alrighty.
Okay. No, I had it on mute, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
How about now?
Which one is it? Noise gate. I can hear it now. Noise suppression.
No, that didn't work out.
Right.
Okay. No, I had it on mute, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay.
How about now?
Which one is it? Noise gate. I can hear it now. Noise suppression. settings. If I hide that. Now I wonder if I can hear you or not. No, so when I turn that off, I can't hear you. So that's a good thing. Oh, I turn it back on. I should be able to hear you. There you go.
No,
So it's
so I
this.
turn that off. Let me try again. Yeah.
I think I found the one setting. It's the, once I turn it off, I'm gonna turn it off right now.
I should be able to hear you. There you go. No, so I turn that off. Let me try again. Yeah.
I think I found the one setting. It's the, once I turn it off, I'm gonna turn it off right now.
I should be able to hear you. There you go. No, so I turn that off. Let me try again. Yeah.
I think I found the one setting. It's the, once I turn it off, I'm gonna turn it off right now.
I should be able to hear you. There you go. No, so I turn that off. Let me try again. Yeah. I think I found the one setting. It's the, I'm gonna turn it right now. There you go. So I turn that off. Let me try again.
Okay, mic test 1, 2. Audio output capture. Alrighty.
I think it's something to do with my end, Danny, because I've got Discord and YouTube running both, and that's probably why the sound is coming as an echo.
To use oh, because you don't have headphones. Hold on. Okay. See, because like right now it sounds perfect and everything. So
yeah, I think right now it's good.
Yeah, it's perfect right now.
But I could also hear myself through.
So
yeah, I think right now it's good.
Yeah, it's perfect right now.
But I could also hear myself.
Yeah, it starts playing back when it's going through your microphone.
Yeah, I think right now it's good.
Yeah, it's perfect right now.
But I could also hear myself.
Yeah, it starts playing back when.
No, it's coming back again.
You know what we're going to do? I got an idea.
Right now it's good.
We're going to just leave the YouTube one. Okay, and on YouTube, just mute it. So that way you only hear me through Discord. Like you should be able to lower the volume on YouTube to off. And then you should be able to lower the volume on YouTube to off.
Yep, I can hear you now. I think that's probably better, Danny. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect. Like if you mute your YouTube, so you're
actually lower the volume on YouTube to off.
Yep, I can hear you now. I think that's probably better, Danny. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect. Like if you mute your YouTube, so you're
actually lower the volume on YouTube to off.
I think that's probably better, Danny. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect. Like if you mute your YouTube, so you're actually lower. Alright. And can you hear me? There we go.
No,
Oh.
I've just muted my YouTube. But if I mute my YouTube, I won't be able to hear you.
You can't hear me through Discord though?
If you wanna unmute your Discord now, Danny, and see how that goes.
Okay. Alright, that's unmuted on Discord.
Alright. How did that?
I see you sound clear. I'm just waiting for that echo to come in. Hopefully it doesn't. So far, so good. Sounding perfect.
Okay, I think that's probably better. So what we'll have to do is I'll have to mute my YouTube and we'll just have to talk through Discord. So whoever joins in, they'll have to run Discord and YouTube together and mute their YouTube and just talk through Discord.
Okay, I'm going to find I know there has to be a solution to this somewhere because I see YouTubers and there's like 7 of them all talking, and I know that and they're showing their Discord and they're all in all different things. So I know there has to be a way to do it. So I'm definitely going to find a way to do it. I just wish there was a way for you to like talk back through YouTube, but there's not. So that's why there's like Discord, unless there's like some other third party thing that you can let you talk through YouTube or something. I don't know. But right now it seems to be working. I don't have an echo.
Oh, all right. No, neither do I. Yeah, this is perfect.
All right. Oh my God. Did we finally get it? I think so. Jesus Christ. That took, okay. Finally. Okay. Well.
Yeah, it wasn't. All right, let's get started.
Welcome to Crypt Nation. This is the start of, our first episode of Price Action Trading Secrets. We're going to go like a chapter at a time. I'll read it. They're not too long. I'll read. There's only I think like 7 chapters in the whole book. So I can read a chapter and then we can go over it and then point out what we see on the charts and go through that. And then as time goes on, we'll get through more like patterns and stuff like that and pointing them out, finding them, doing that. And I think that'll be a good way to at least have a a good class on going over from A to B, all of everything that's in Price Action Trading Secrets.
Should you shut the door? Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. That's good, Danny. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so let's get started. Let's see what's going on with Price Action Trade Secrets by Brainerd Tao, which is one of the best technical analysis I've ever seen, and he has tons of videos, but they're all on stock market stuff, which doesn't always play out the same in the cryptocurrency. As we know, the volatility is very different.
Right.
That's the introduction. We don't need to read that. Get to the juicy stuff. All right, skip that introduction. Okay. The natural laws of trading that nobody tells you. All right. So let me ask you this. When you throw an apple, what happens next? Well, it's only a matter of time before that apple drops to the ground, right? That's because the law of gravity is at play there. And it's the same with trading. Certain laws govern profitable trading, and if you break them, it's nearly impossible to become a consistent, profitable trader. So here are the natural laws of trading. Here are the natural laws of trading that need to embrace if you want to become a profitable trader. The first one is following a consistent set of action leads to consistent results. So following a consistent set of actions will lead to a consistent set of results, which plays into like a trading strategy. If you try and go into like the markets and everything and not having a trading strategy, which you may not have one right now, and that's fine. But over time, you'll build one, and then there'll be like a certain set of rules. And even if say you have 5 rules and 4 of those 5 hit, but not all 5 hit, you still wouldn't take the trade because your all of your set of your actions did not get targeted. So when you set your actual strategy up and it's perfect how you want it, even if it looks pretty good, 4 out of 5 of them were right, you still don't take that trade because you have your set of rules, you follow them. So that was the first one, and now it breaks down. I know this sounds like a no-brainer, but it's true. You must follow a consistent set of actions if you want to see consistent results. This is easier said than done because once you encounter a losing streak, you'll have the urge to do something about it. You'll have thoughts like this: let me remove my stop loss so I don't get stopped out. Let me double down so I can recoup my losses more quickly. This strategy is not working anymore. Let me find someone else's. And if you give in to your thoughts, you won't be a consistent in your trading strategy, which means you won't get consistent results. The bottom line is, if you want to become a consistent trader, you must have a consistent set of actions. Next is you must have an edge in the markets. And that's something that I always go over in our Discord, is having an edge over the markets. All the stuff that I put in the Discord, all the things I provide, and the tools I give, and the different resources and platforms, those are all different things to give you an edge over the regular people that don't have that. For people that don't have access to classes like these, or they're just trying to do it by themselves. You want to have an edge over them. So that's like one of the most important things, is to have the edge. So now, even if you are consistent in your actions, this doesn't mean you will be profitable trader. You will be a profitable trader. Why is that? Because your trading strategy must provide you with an edge in the markets. What do I mean by having an edge? Let me give you an example. Let's say I make a bet with you. Every time you toss a coin and it comes up heads, you win $2. And if it comes up tails, you lose $1. In the long run, you'll make money with this arrangement because you have an edge over me. And this is the same with trading. If you want to profit from the markets in the long run, your trading strategy must give you an edge. This is because without an edge, even if you have the best risk management discipline physiologically, you still will be a losing trader. I didn't want to call anybody a loser trader. Okay. The laws of large numbers. This is an important concept to grasp. The laws of large numbers states that in the short run, your results are random, but they'll assign towards its expectancy in the long run. I know it sounds confusing, so let me give you an example. Let's say you toss a coin 10 times and you get 6 heads and 4 tails. Would you claim the coin has a 60% chance of coming up heads and a 40% chance of coming up tails? No, of course not. Intuitively, you understand this is because you only toss the coin 10 times. But if you were to toss the coin 1,000 times, it would be more close to 50% heads, 50% tails. And this is what the law of large numbers is about. In the short run, your trading results are random, and it's only in the long run, after a decent sample size of trades, that your system will align towards its expectancy. This is important for you to understand, because if you're unaware of it, you'll abandon your strategy after a few losing trades without understanding that the results you've been observing are actually random. Always take care of your downside. The most important rule of trading is to play a great defense, not a great offense. And that's a quote by Paul Tudor Jones. Here's the thing: your trading strategy can have an edge in the markets, but without proper risk management, you still blow up your trading account. Let me give you an example. Imagine there are 2 traders, John and Sally. John is an aggressive trader, and he risks 25% of his account on each trade. Sally is a conservative trader, and she only risks 1% of her account on each trade. Both adopt a trading strategy that wins 50% of the time, with an average risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2. Over the next 8 weeks, the outcomes are lose, 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 win, win, win. Before you think this is an unlikely scenario, remember the laws of large numbers. So here's the outcome for John, and John is the one that is the aggressive one, putting 25 on each of his. Here's his outcomes: negative 25%, negative 25%, negative 25%, negative 25% equals blow up. Here's the outcome for Sally: negative 1%, negative 1%, negative 1%, negative 1%, plus 2%, plus 2%, plus 2%, plus 2% equals 4%. Are you getting the hang of how important this is? Risk management can be a deciding factor whether you're a consistent, profitable trader or a losing trader. Remember, you can have the best trading strategy in the world, but without proper risk management, you can still blow up your trading account. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. You need to make money. You need money to make money. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you need money to make money in the business. Here's why. Let's say you have an average of 20% per year. On a $1,000 account, you'll make $200 per year. On a $100,000 account, you'll make $20,000 per year. On a $1 million account, you'll make $200,000 per year. Now you might think that 20% a year is too low and that you can make 100% a year. Sure, that's possible by taking huge risks, but I'm talking about making consistent returns, not going big or go home kind of returns. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why do hedge funds raise millions or even billions of dollars? Why don't they just trade their own money without having to ask anyone and anyone to answer to? It's because they want you to be rich and make this world a better place. Question mark. Being sarcastic. So it's it's very true. These people are out there asking for money, and can crowd loans and lock your tokens and our thing. If it was about how much money you put down and you just automatically, the more money you put down, the more money you get, then why wouldn't they just put down more money and make their own money? Doesn't make sense. So that's what he's saying right there. You make big money by compounding your returns. This has to do with Libero, the project that we're getting into. And then after this section, it gets all into like the charts. So this is just like the reading thing, and then we're going to charts. Compounding your returns. Sure, you make a living you can make a living trading full time, but if you want to make big money, you must compound your returns. Let me give you an example. Let's say you make an average 20% a year with a $100,000 account. Every year, you use your trading profits to sustain your lifestyle. This means you're back at 100,000 at the start of the next year. But what if you had a job or a business that covered your expenses so you don't have to withdraw money from your account? How would this change things? Let's use my example again. You make an average of 20% a year on a $100,000 account. But if you don't withdraw your profits, you can compound your returns over time. After 10 years, your account will be worth $619,000. After 20 years, it will be worth $3,800,000. After 30 years, it will be worth $23,737,000. You get my point? But do you know where the biggest money is made? Other people's money, OPM. That's what OPM stands for. Yep, you read me right. The biggest money is made by managing other people's money. But don't take my word for it. Just look at the richest finance people on Forbes, and you'll see that most of them own hedge funds. And what do hedge funds do? They manage other people's money. There is no best trading secret out there. There is no one common there is one oh this is one of the most common questions I get from traders. Hey Rainer, what is the best trading strategy out there? I'll be honest, there is no such thing as the best trading strategy because it's not possible to define what best means. Best could mean many things: highest returns, lowest drawdown, least time required, low capital requirements, and the list goes on. Clearly, what best to you might mean terrible to someone else. So instead of looking for what the best strategy is, you first have to know what your trading goals are. Once you understand that, you can select the best trading strategy to meet your goals. It's almost done. No trading strategy works all the time. Trading strategies seek to exploit certain patterns. In the market, if you want a trading strategy to work all the time, market conditions must remain the same. But if you ask yourself, is this possible? If you've traded long enough, you know this is not because the markets are always changing. It can move from an uptrend to a downtrend, low volatility to high volatility, and so on. And if the markets are always changing, then it means no trading strategy works all the time. And this is how a drawdown occurs. So forget about using a single trading strategy to make money every day or every week. It doesn't work that way. Instead, you'll go through a cycle of ups and downs. You'll want to keep your profits during the good times so you can pay for your losses during the bad. The key is to play good defense so you can survive and experience the good times again. The secret of making profits every day. This is the secret to making daily profits. The frequency of your trades. Yes, you heard me right. If you want to make money every single day, you need to trade frequently so the law of large numbers can work in your favor within a short period of time. Confused? No worries, I'll explain. Imagine the following scenario. You have a special coin in your hand. It comes up heads and you win $2. If it comes up tails, you lose $1. But here's the catch. If you only toss your coin once a day, do you think you'll be able to make money every single day doing this? Of course not. Why? Because you're short running it. Your coin toss results are random. You could get tails many times in a row and thus lose many days in a row. Now, what if you could toss your coin 1,000 times a day? How would your results change? Well, you'd get closer to 50% heads, 50% tails after 1,000 tosses, which means you'd be guaranteed to make money every day because your edge could play out within a short period of time. Is it starting to make sense? Great, because this concept is the same as trading. If you want to make money in trading every day, you must have high frequency of trades. But is this feasible for a retail trader? Retail traders are people like me, you and me, not whales, not big investors and stuff like that. In my opinion, the odds are stacked against us because commissions are sky high, and it's unlikely you will be able to spot consistently and profitably a sufficient high number of trading opportunities with your naked eye alone. That's why this field is largely dominated by high frequency trading firms, and yes, they can make they can make all their money almost every single day. One example is Virtue Finance, which according to Bloomberg had 1 day of trading losses in 1,238 days during 2019 through 2014 period. So they only lost one trade uh, in between 2009 2014, and they took 1,238 trades. Only lost once. So does this mean you can't trade for a living? Nope, it doesn't mean that at all. It means you shouldn't expect to make money every single day. And this isn't to say that you can't make money every quarter or every year. Trading is a get rich slow scheme. Many people that get involved in trading because they want to believe that making money is fast and they want to make money very quickly. But I'm here to tell you that trading is a get rich slow scheme. Sure, you can make money fast, but you'll lose it equally as fast or faster. So if you want longevity in your career, treat trading as a business, not as a get rich quick scheme. Here's how it works. If you start with $5,000, if you start with a $5,000 account and you make an average of 20% a year, after 20 years, your account will be worth $191,000. But let's take things a step further. Let's add another 5,000 to your account every year. Again, you make an average of 20% a year. After 20 years, it would be worth $1,311,000. How fast, in quotation marks, you can get rich depends on two things: your account size and your percentage return. Sure, you can increase your return by risking more, but the risk of a drawdown is larger and you risk losing everything. So my suggestion is to risk small, add more funds regularly, and compound your way into riches. Yes, this may take time, but the risk of ruin is dramatically reduced. And this is the summary, and then there's the charts. At this point, you have learned the laws of natural good trading and how they work. You will give a good you This will give you a good idea of what profitable trading is about, so you can ignore the noise and focus on the stuff that matters. Next, we will look at the basics of price action trading. You'll learn what it is, why it matters, and what are the pros and cons about it. Summary: if you want to be a consistent trader, you must be consistent in your actions. You must have an edge in the markets, because without one, even the best risk management or trading psychology won't save your account. The laws of large numbers means your trading results will be random in the short run, and in the long run, they will align towards its expectancy. Always take care of your downside. The best trading strategy is useless if you don't contain your losses. You need money to make money in this business. The big money is made from compounding your returns, and the biggest money is made from managing other people's money. There is no such thing as the best trading strategy. No trading strategy works all the time because the markets are always changing. Trading frequency matters. Trading frequency matters. Don't expect to make money every day if you only make 2 or 3 trades per day. Trading is a get rich slow scheme. If you add funds to your account regularly and compound them over time, you'll eventually get rich, but it takes time. And we get into some charting. So, the first chapter, what did you think of that? Was there anything insightful or, you know, that, struck something in your head or anything you wanted to go back and say?
No, it's actually quite interesting, and it's totally opposite what I've been doing so far. That's probably why I haven't been winning too much, you know. So yeah, no, this totally makes sense.
That's why I'm glad I've always, I've done research on like the number one books you can buy out there, and I made sure I got these. I know the first one was kind of that was more like an educational type of thing where there wasn't too much charts involved in my screen and everything. That was just trying to. It gives you the overall idea of what you need to be doing. How it's not get rich fast. It's about taking your time. It's about making a lot of little trades instead of a few huge trades. It's not about having one certain strategy for every single market. It's about having a different type of strategy, that fits your, style for different markets, and then also the law of the bigger numbers, the more, consecutive your wins would be. About tossing the coin in the air, 10 times, it could land 6 or 7 on heads, but that doesn't mean that it's, 60 or 70% heads and only 30% tails. It's just because you only flip it 10 times. When you start flipping it 1,000 times, 2,000 times, 10,000 times, you start to even out that number because it becomes more of a flat line, even number. Um, so we can go over this next little section here because there's charts on it, so you can actually go to the chart. I don't want to keep you up too long. Whenever it gets too late or when everything, just let me know. I just want to get through this thing because we actually have some charts here, and then you can let me know if you want to keep going or if you want to wrap it up for another session. All right.
Yeah, you go for it. I'm just staying on mute because I've got kids screaming at the back, so that's probably why I'm just sort of coming and going.
No,
But yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
that's perfect because I'll read it, and then when I get to a part when I need you, I'll call for you and ask you and let you know when I'm going to the chart. All right.
Sounds good.
So this topic of this one is what is price action trading and how does it work? And price action is the candles, how they move, and they go up and down. That's price action. Now this guy Rayner, who wrote this book, he does not use indicators. He does not use oscillators. He doesn't use anything besides candles. Price action. Looking at all the different types of dojis and shooting stars and all those different types of head and shoulders and cups and handles. That's all he does. I would never be able to, I can do that, but indicators are there. I love them and I use them, but that's all he does. So he can teach price action pretty damn well because that's all this guy does. All right, so here's the deal. Most traders think price goes up because there are more buyers than there are sellers. Nope. Here's why. Let's say there are 100 buyers, each wanting to buy one share of Google. At the same time, there's one seller, but that seller wants to sell 1 million shares of Google. What do you think would happen to the price? Would it go up or would it go down? It'll go down because the selling pressure is greater than the buying pressure. It has nothing to do with being more buyers than sellers. In this case, there are more buyers than sellers, but price is still going down because the selling pressure is still greater. And this is what price action trading is about. Understanding the imbalance between buying and selling pressure so you can better time your entries and exits and improve your trading results. So, what are the benefits of price action trading? You can ignore fundamental news because price is all you need. Unlike trading indicators, the price is the price. You can better time your entries and exit points. You can have a framework to trade in different market conditions. Let me explain this further. You can ignore fundamental news because price is all you need. Now you might be thinking, but Rayner, fundamentals are what drive the market. How can I ignore them? Let me ask you, have you ever noticed how the market goes up when there's bad news and goes down when there's good news? Here's an example. The AMD stock had negative earnings in 2014 and 2015 and in 2016, but the stock price still gained 700% in 12 months. AMD had, yeah, that's just a repeatment of what it is. So yeah, so they went 3 years straight, without doing anything, and then shot up 70%. So fundamentals is what he's saying is they don't really matter because all that matters is about price. If you were trading based on news, you'd probably get burned and miss the monster rally. But what if you ignored the news and just followed the price? How would that turn out? Since we're on the topic, let me tell you a secret. Have you ever wondered how financial news always have the reasons for the market going up and down? It's because they have a slew of positions and they have a slew of positive and negative news on standby. This I remember this so much from reading this book. This is like deja vu. This makes perfect sense what he's about to say. It's because they have a slew of positive and negative news that they have on standby. If the market is up, they choose to share the positive news, and if the market is down, they focus on the negative news. That's why there's always positive and negative fundamental news floating around. And the type of news that's shared is dictated by the price movement, not the other way around. Have you ever heard of a news reporter say, "I have no idea why the market went up today"? No, it never happens. They always know the cause because they have a list of reasons to choose from. The market price gives you an objective view of the markets without manipulation. Most trading indicators work by applying a formula to the price. For example, a 200-day moving average calculates the average closing price over the last 200 days. Now, there's nothing wrong with using indicators in your trading, provided you understand how they work. If you don't, you'll be manipulated by the trading indicators. Let me give you an example. The relative strength indicator, the RSI indicator, shows oversold on the daily time frames, but if you adjust the settings, you can change the RSI to overbought. That's because the RSI calculates an average gains to losses over a fixed number of periods. And if you adjust the number of periods, you'll get a different RSI rating. So which setting do you trust? The overbought or the oversold? And there lies the problem. If you're not careful, you can manipulate indicators to fit your biased opinion, and that is a recipe for disaster. Now, what about price action? Well, price is price, and what you see is what you get. No formulas, no adjustments, and less manipulation. I say less manipulation because in less liquid markets, the price can still be manipulated by those with deeper pockets. So even in lower market, that's why it's always riskier to go into super low market cap coins that don't have a lot of money in it. That like Bitcoin has $1 trillion market cap, and then Ethereum a couple hundred thousand, I mean a couple million, and then they go down from there. But then once you get to like the top 200 coins, 300 coins, the 400s, the 500s, all the way down to like the 7,000 coins that only have like a market cap of $60,000. It only takes someone to dump $50 on that coin, and it can crash that whole entire coin. If it's like the one of the lowest coins in the whole crypto space. So, money can manipulate the price. You can better time your entries and exits. As you know, trading indicators work by applying mathematical formulas to the price, so they're slower to react. And that's how you get the saying, indicators lag behind the market. This means when you use price action to time your entries and exits, you get them faster than someone who relies on indicators. But just remember, because indicators lag doesn't mean they're useless, because they are a great tool to filter your trading setups, trading management, risk management, etc., etc. Now, it's beyond the scope of this book to discuss indicators, but if you want to learn more, then download the Pat's bonus resource where you will learn how to use indicators efficiently. Um, and then there's a link that we can go over one day because it's priceactiontrading.secrets.com, and it's based off of this book, so we can actually go over that at one of our points in our lessons of reading this book. Have you had a framework to trade in different market conditions? Imagine you only wanted to build a house. Would you randomly install the doors, toilet bowls, bathrooms, and bedrooms wherever you felt like it? Of course not. You'd have a framework or a blueprint. You'd know the layout and design of your house. Only then you would execute the work on your house. It's the same for trading. You don't just blindly place buy and sell orders whenever you feel like it. You must have a framework for trading the markets that includes a plan for when to buy and for when to sell, and for when to stay out of the markets. That's how price action trading comes into play, because it helps you identify the different market trend conditions, so you can use the appropriate trading strategy to respond to them. And when the market changes, so should your strategy. At this point, you're all excited about mastering price action. But wait, before you begin, I want to share the downsides of price action trading with you so that you are aware of them. It's nearly impossible to perform an accurate backtest, which means like with indicators, you can backtest them. You can put them on your chart, they go all the way back to the beginning, and you can completely back test them and see exactly when they broke out of that line, or when they crossed, if it won. You can actually back test them. Price action, you can't. It takes a lot of time to validate a trading strategy. There's subjectivity involved, which means if multiple people look at it, they'll all see different things. So not everyone is going to see the same price action as the person next to them. Everyone's going to see something a little bit different. It's near impossible to perform an accurate backtest. When you backtest trading strategies, you're looking at historical data and pretending that you're live trading. You scroll through the charts until you're looking at the earliest possible date, and you unfold each bar one by one, simulating what would happen as if it were occurring in real time. Then you decide whether you'll enter or exit your trades according to your strategy, and record the performance over the backtest period. Now, the problem with this approach is that your bias will skew your results. For example, if you see that Bitcoin is in an uptrend from 2015 to 2017, your bias will be on the long side and you'll be avoiding shorting. So your backtest won't be 100% correct because you'll be following the trend. In addition, you'll be more likely to make errors in recording the results of each trade, which will make the results less reliable. It takes a lot of time to validate a trading strategy. It also, the alternative to backtesting is forward testing. Instead of looking at past data, you trade live and see how your trading strategy performs in real time. If you've got a shorter term trader, you'll be able to get a decent sample size of trades within a few months. However, for long-term traders, this may take them a year or two. If you're going down this path, it makes sense to have a full-time job and do this part-time so you can reduce your opportunity cost. Which I don't agree with that part right there, because the way the markets have changed, you don't really need this another job if you're just trading right along the way and investing, taking profits and using the like dexes that back when this book was written there wasn't like 158% APY, and stuff like that. So that's the only reason I don't agree with that. Um, there is, there is subjectivity involved. Price action trading, price action trading falls under discretionary trading, and when you trade in this manner, there is subjectivity involved. For example, if you ask two traders to identify a pattern on a chart, you'll get two different answers. Why? Because it's that they each have their own interpretation of the market based on their own experience and their bias. Summary. That's why we have price action traders. It is important to have framework so you can use it to minimize subjectivity, and that's what this book is all about. Now you can't avoid subjectivity, entirely, but it is something you want to minimize as much as you can in order to be consistent in your trading. At this point, you learned what price action trading is all about, why it matters, and what the pros and cons are. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the first component of price action trading, market structure. You'll discover how the market really moves, so you'll be able to gauge whether to buy, sell, or stay in the market. Let's go. Summary. Price action trading is about understanding the imbalance between buying and selling pressure so you can identify trading opportunities and make a profit. As a price action trader, price is king. Everything else is secondary. Price action trading is not a strategy, but a framework for trading in different market conditions. And price action trading is not the holy grail, and it has its downside. For instance, it is impossible to perform accurate backtests. It takes a lot of time to validate a trading strategy, and there is subjectivity involved. Okay. So I think right there, we're going to stop there on this book, and then I want to go over a candle chart pattern in the part book. So I think we got enough. I don't want to jam too much knowledge in at once. 2 chapters is good, and then our next session we can review the 2, quick skim through them, and then go on to another 2 chapters. But I would like to go over like a trading on the charts real quick, so at least we get some of that in before So from the first book, though, from the price action tradings, you like it so far? Learning
Yeah,
something?
beautiful. Yeah, definitely. Is that book online somewhere, Danny? And or is it just like an actual book there?
No, well, it's actual it's an actual booklet that I bought. Like you can go
Oh,
online and
okay.
buy it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Yep, yep.
Yeah, but
It's
it's not
very
like a
interesting.
printed out ebook type of thing. But
Right.
you
Yep,
can
yep.
buy it if you would like to. But like I said, why
Lovely.
spend? I think that one was like 19.99, and the big book of chart patterns was like 17.99. Um,
All
so
right. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'll definitely like to read it.
yeah. Well, I suggest even if you get it, we can read along together in the next class. If you eventually get it, or if you don't get it, I could just continue. I can continue reading it,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually, we're already 2 chapters in. There's only I think 4
Yep.
left, and then that's when he gets to like the meat and the potatoes of price action trading. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to go over because this right here is the big book of candle chart patterns, and it
Mm-hmm.
has every single pattern rated. So you can
Mm-hmm.
see this is like a 3-star, like all the 3-star charts patterns, and then you
Yep.
have at the beginning, the 4-star
Mm-hmm.
charts,
Yeah.
So we can go over,
Right.
let's look at Bitcoin and see if we can find one. And then it gives you an example of exactly what it is and what you should be seeing. Because a lot of people see these like the perfect one would be outside of my book, so I can actually pull it out. But like Head and Shoulders, people will see this like Head and Shoulders pattern, and they automatically think it's a Head and Shoulders, but they don't look at the bottom part, and the bottom part shows you that there has to be a certain movement in volume to actually validate that. So
Yep.
they see these top parts, but they don't have anything going on with volume. And in a Head and Shoulders pattern, when you're coming down off the very bottom, very bottom break, your volume is supposed to be going up. So people need to understand, more of that type of stuff. But I'm gonna try and look at what we got going on over here. I'm changing from Hikanashi to the regular candles and see what
Right.
candle chart we have going on.
All right.
Let's switch over.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's get on to the charts then.
Yeah, chart. All right. See what we got going on. So Bitcoin, actually, and I pulled up Market Cipher. Let me clean up some of these things. Because you're gonna get these ones soon. Okay, so this bottom one that I have right here, this is just an RSI. Like you'll have an RSI, and it's Bollinger Bands around it. So there's like Bollinger Bands. Actually, if I double click, you can see it. You got Bollinger Bands. In the middle is the RSI, and then we have a 21-day moving average going through it just to give like an idea of where the market's going. And then we also have our famous divergences: bearish divergence, bullish divergence, a lot of bullish divergence. Bet you right above here it probably busted out. If I double click out, oh, maybe not. I was wrong. Well, actually, it swung up, but it didn't break out. That was that false breakout. That was right here. Bullish divergence. Everyone thought that we were going up, and we straight fell down on our faces.
Yeah.
And then well, that's not supposed to be like that. That overlapped. Let me move this down again.
All right.
Visual order. New existing pane below. Jeez, Christ, why is it doing that? New pane above. There we go. All right, this is Market Cipher B. This is what you'll be getting also. And the parts of this indicator and all of these type of indicators weren't around when the first one was made, but it's always good to know price action so you can compare it and use price action along with the indicators. That's what the key is, because how he said that there was pros and cons to price action, that there could be a lot of things that's wrong with it. That's where you can use indicators to help you out with it. And the same with indicators can be wrong at times. That's where you can use price action to validate it or invalidate it. You know what I mean? So, all right. On this one though, when I get it, just so you have an idea, a quick rundown. These blue and white waves, they're just they're wave trends. It's just they're trends, but in wave formations. So they're just the trend of the wave. At the top in the pink, that's the RSI.
All right.
This little it says the 60 line because the 60 line is showing overbought for the waves, for the blue and white waves. 60 is overbought, and then 60 down here is oversold. See, like oversold, and then over here is overbought. So they use the 60 line as the 0 line of the RSI. So you have an RSI up at the very top built in, and we have the yellow line, which is the VWAP, the virtual weighted, no, the virtual weighted moving average. So it's
Okay.
a weighted moving average, and that means it has heavy, like sharp movements. It's like a weighted average, so it always is pulled like down or pulled up. Even though
Mhm.
weights don't get pulled up, but it gets pulled in one direction very easily. So when you
Yeah.
see at like when you're actually trading with this indicator, if you see it's like starting to come down, and
Mm-hmm.
your your wave trend is down here, it's not looking good. You want to start entering trades when you start seeing this VWAP start kind of like curving back up towards the upside. That's when it's like starting to
I
be good. And then finally, you have the green and the red, which are probably one of the most important ones. Um, and that is the money flow. If money's flowing
okay.
into Bitcoin or if money's flowing
Yeah.
out of Bitcoin. So that's all the things in there. And then matching them up. If you see money flow is in the green, when VWAP is coming up and the wave trend is coming up, normally that's a
Yep.
great indicator to buy.
All right.
So that's that indicator. And then of course, we got bullish and bearish divergence built into it too. So we got bearish
Mm-hmm.
divergence that automatically print, bullish divergence that automatically print. And then down here is
Uh,
just a basic. Anything that prints on the lines, like this is like a big
mm-hmm.
buy. Any of like the signals are like a big buy, and the square little ones are RSI signal buys. Like it signals off the RSI that it's a good buy, and the circle ones are based off of all of this that it's a good buy. And then the color changing lines are just your wave trend switching. You see it's coming down here. It's all red. As soon as it crosses over this zero line, it turns to green, and then it
All
crosses
right.
back down, and it goes back to red. So you can basically even like cut out these two lines. So what some people do is they take these two lines when they get these, and they can straight take those two off, and they can leave them as just lines if they want, or they don't
Yeah.
even need them because you could see it, right here whether they're crossing the zero line up or going down. But
I
it's all personal preference how you like to mess with them. But
I
it makes it easier. Something that makes it cleaner to leave it like that. That way, when you have your chart, uh, some people might like it like that, or they may take the money flow and make it into a line as well. Um, but it's however they want to do it. Some people might get rid of the RSI because they already have some type of RSI at the bottom.
on the
But
top.
it's
Yeah.
all up to you and be able to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's B, and part A is these bad boys up at the top, which are very, very, very helpful EMAs and stuff like that. Get rid of the trend lines. All right, and these are just all tight EMAs. It's like a 7. Actually, let's see what they are. They are, yeah, a 5 EMA, 11, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28, 34. So they're just all a bunch of EMAs, and you can see that they change colors when they flip. See how they're gray over here? Yeah, a bunch of gray over the blue, and then they turn into this whitish blue. That's like a breakout coming, indicative of a breakout. And you got it. They
Um,
all constricted again and turned gray, but they quickly reversed and saw this white come in, and then they broke out again. So you kind of use those EMAs as, to try and find your reversals. Once you see them turn white,
yeah.
that's when you want to take your buy. And then once they start turning gray, that's when you want to take your sell.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, or the last line is uh, the red line. Oh, it's a VWAP. It's the same thing as like down here, the the weighted moving average of down here. It's just on the chart though, and of course it displays differently because it's not an oscillator. but it's the weighted moving average, and that's why it's kind of like so straight, and then it drops, and then it pumps up, and it's like following exactly how it does it. And it can give you like little triangles and let you know when it like broke, when the color changed from green to red. And that's market cipher A. And then there's all these little things above it, little symbols.
Yeah.
X means manipulation is in play. You know, the whales are involved, and you can see how the whales were involved here.
Yeah.
They kind of dumped the market. There's only two
Yeah.
really. There's only two I would really pay attention to here, because most of the other ones are not always false, but they're not always the most accurate. Like, they can give you good ideas, like a bullish candle and a bearish candle. But
Yeah.
the two most important ones are the yellow X's. Actually, three. The yellow X's, the blood diamonds, which are the big red diamonds. That's means that you've hit like a top, and that you're about to go down, and that kind of called it perfect on there, right there. It gave you a blood diamond, and it crashed.
Yeah.
And then the last important one would be these. Let me get rid of this VWAP so we can see it. Would be the triangles. There you go. They're right on my buys too, and they seem to always be right on my buys.
Yeah.
These little triangles are reversals, or yeah, like something is going to reverse in the near future.
Yeah.
Like right here, you had it, and then it reversed, and then it even gave you a blood diamond at the top, and then it reversed, and then to manipulation to show you it was even going lower. Then you pump, but you knew this was a fake out because you got your little diamond, you got your little triangle, and then it came back down. Triangle came back down. Triangle waited a little bit. Blood diamond came down. So that's market cipher A. So those two right there, you know, are very, 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 very helpful. And we also have support and resistance, which is just a good support and resistance tool to be able to. So if I take this off, it's a lot easier to see. If I take off market cipher A, you know, you can see your support and resistance often just like pivot points. It's the 4-hour chart. For like the day, it'll change up, and you can change, you know, exactly the length of them, how far back you want to look back, and everything like that. It's on the 4-hour chart. It'll match to the day. Now it'll match. So these are where we at right now. Bitcoin. I have some support over here. I'll put my VPVR back on. Yeah, we got a little bit. That's some support right here. These highest points are always support, and then when there's these low gaps, means that money can easily flow through it. There's not a lot of trades there, so it's easy for it to break. And it looks like I think we did break that, which is not good.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we're already through it, so at least we're coming up onto resistance. See how the resistance is building? It's getting bigger and bigger. Like the lines are coming longer and longer as we go. Once we pass, once we pass this, that's our last one. And after that, it'll all start going down again.
Yeah.
And if you zoom out, though, you'll get more. See how it changes? That's because it's taking all this into consideration now. So it all depends on how much you put on your chart, and you know that your strategy or whatnot. So that's the BPVR just for volume. But let's go over some actual patterns now that you at least know the indicators that you will be getting. What's your
Cool.
Did I ask you this already, or is it someone else? Your favorite cryptocurrency?
My favorite.
Is what?
I'm into quant, QNT.
Quant?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Quant, well, not much in particular. Look, I've only started last year, and I made a good profit out of quant. So at one point, quant was at 150, and that's when I entered in with a lot of money, and then it went like just 3 or 4 days after, it went up to $200 something. And this was really just a suggestion from a friend who sort of got me into it, and then I sold that over there, and then it started to come down. Um, so the other thing was it's got a what do you call low total supply? So low total supply maybe says so supply versus demand. So we might be seeing in future all-time highs again, and because it went up to $400, and now we're sitting around $100 again. And so yeah, not much into particular, but this is probably my favorite out of all of them.
Right, quant. It's a good one. Quant. It's not one I've personally invested into, but it's definitely one that I know about, and it's all right.
Yeah.
Let's let me take a look over here. Some metrics of quant. Let's see how quant's doing before we go to the chart. Quant. I always go
So I
here.
sold all of my quant at that price. I haven't gotten back into it yet. That's certainly on my list. If it comes down to like maybe $70 again, or I mean, it did came down to 83 at one point, but I missed out on that dip, so I didn't buy that dip that time.
Mm-hmm.
And be certainly looking into it again if it sort of goes into the lower price action. It could possibly come down to $50 as well, like where probably the bottom spot. That's probably.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
We'll take a look at
maybe
it
I'm.
on the chart.
Yeah.
To get an idea of see what was it? Well, I want to see if this is up yet. One of my one secret website that I refuse to tell anybody about yet until it's time, because it's like the boss of all websites. Not this one, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting until we at least have enough students in there, because I don't want to be giving it out, and then I give it out, all the students run away because they got the key to success. Even though it's not that great, it's not the key to success, but it's a really good damn thing,
Yeah.
and it has its own token and stuff like that. So it's like you actually earn, the cryptocurrency for using the platform. But this website, crowntrading.net, there's a lot of like graphs, and it helps you with
Okay.
like Bitcoin dominance. You can see it. You can pull it up over here. You can see like the Bitcoin dominance and see how that's been going.
Oh yeah. Wow.
They have a lot of, and you can see it for any coin basically.
All right.
And then over here,
That's good.
that's quantum. The biggest losers. Let's see. I thought it'd say quant's number 22 on the biggest losers. It's as low as it goes.
Yeah, number two. Oh yeah, 21. Yeah.
Before you used to be able to resize these. Here's the fear and greed index. So the fear and greed. Oh man, we dropped back down. Like we were doing really good. We were up to like 50 right here. Oh, it's so much right there. See, like 51%. 51 fear and greed. That was like a day ago. And now look at us. Now we're down to 25. Because look, this is what. Look at the leverage. This is our leverage. All these people thinking that they're gonna be millionaires took out all this leverage, and now the market is extremely over leveraged.
Yeah.
The dominance of Bitcoin is going down a little bit, and if we don't see it flowing into Ethereum or into altcoins, then we know it's not good. We know it's like a bear market type situation. But if we ever see the Bitcoin dominance going down, and we see all like the total 2 chart, which is all the market or the with everything excluding Bitcoin, we're seeing that all go up, then we know that it's just it's like an altcoin season. Everything's coming out of Bitcoin going into that, but I don't see it going into altcoins. So I don't know. And we got the price of the East Coast and the West Coast. Oh, here's the winners. all stable
Ethereum is
coins.
actually my second favorite. My Ethereum, and
Oh yeah,
Ethereum is with obviously
I love my Ethereum. Even though I don't touch it because it's so damn expensive, I've just been holding Ethereum for so long, just waiting. But there's nothing I can do about it. Well, gas fees are the lowest they've been in like 3 years now.
yeah.
They're only like
Um,
$30 right now, so I might have to offload
yeah.
it somehow I can. But it's
Mm,
bad to see that our biggest winners are literally all stable coins.
yeah.
Terra
Definitely.
USDT, Tether, US dollar coin, True USD, DAI, Binance. Oh my God, Pax dollar. That's not good. See, and then you have your more charts. You come to market data, and you have all these. Oh, these are the ones that you can move around, or maybe they stopped that too. You used to be able to fidget all these around and make them different sizes, but these were very very helpful to, and they tell you exactly what they are, what they are. So exchange
Okay.
stable coins reserve, and you can go over this. The amount of stable coins held in exchange wallets. Time frame 1 day and 1 hour. You could change it between 1 day and 1 hour. You have to be a paid member to see the 1 hour, but
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
it tells you
It's a
what
whole
each
lot.
thing is worth. What each thing is about. This exchanges of Bitcoin on reserve, the amount of Bitcoin held in spot exchange wallets. So the amount of Bitcoin in spot exchange wallets is going down dramatically.
Right.
Which was this again? The amount of stable coins held in exchange wallets. Everyone's holding stable coins. That's because they're selling their cryptocurrency to buy, into stable coins. You're
Yeah.
waiting to buy the dip, which is never good. So this is not a good sign that there's so much stable coins. What are the charts that we have over here? The amount of Bitcoin held in derivative exchanges, of course, going
Yeah.
down. Uh, the amount of Bitcoin held in all exchange wallets. That's great. So all of the wallets
Wow.
are dropping down. The difference between the number of Bitcoin flowing into and out of exchange wallets. So how much money is flowing into the exchange wallets and how much is flowing out of the exchange wallets.
That's right. Yeah.
That's that.
Wow.
This is the best one. Whales.
Yeah.
The relative size of the top 10 inflows. Total indicators. So the whales are, look at it, they weren't even really in here, and they're coming in now. And whatever the hell that is, doesn't look good.
Wow.
Long-term
It's a whole
holders,
lot.
yeah, spent output ratio divided by the short-term holders. So it's basically long-term versus short-term, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're not looking good. So that's not too good.
Yeah.
All right then, we'll go. Let's check out these
Lo-
charts. At least you know about that. Yeah, it's called crowntrading.net. It's a very helpful website. So you can
Yep.
check that out for that. Let's see what what patterns we can find on Quant.
All right, I'll keep a screenshot of that and try to see the quant squid.
Were you able to see it?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, I might as well talk too because I'm gonna like type to you because I know typing like brings up the engagement and helps the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Like, because that's why people don't see our videos because no one watches them, no one likes them, so they don't get shown to other people because so many people making crypto videos. That's how it works with YouTube. If people aren't watching them and people aren't liking the videos, then they're not going to
Yeah.
put it on like the page. So unless someone specifically types in price action trading secrets, they're never going to find this video. So
Yeah. That's true.
that's why I always tell people, like, in our community and in our academy, like, go like these videos, like share them, subscribe them, just
Yeah.
get people to like them, so more people can start seeing them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
write.
definitely. Yeah. Because there's, if there's more likes and videos, like likes and shares and all that type, so the video get more sort of popular,
Yeah, it
and,
gets
they'll
more
start
hype
viewing
around
it
it,
too otherwise.
and then YouTube
Yeah,
wants to start showing it.
yeah, because there's hundreds of videos on YouTube otherwise, that we probably never get a chance to go up.
There's so many. Like I randomly would I find like a person on Twitter or something I never even heard of, and then I look at their channel, and they don't have too many
Mhm.
followers or anything, but they have good content, but just not too many people are watching. Not enough people are liking them. It's all the big dogs, Bit Boy and friggin' Crypto Banter and all these big shows that are getting
Yeah,
millions of views, millions of likes. Those are the ones being promoted. So us little guys, we need help with the algorithm. And that's why I
yeah,
want to be doing these streams. Of course, it's easier to do these in Discord, but if I'm doing these in
hmm,
Discord, who else would ever get a chance to see these? Like this video will be here
no,
forever now. Even when the live stream ends, it's still it's
yeah,
recorded, so it'll be here, and it'll eventually get some views. And as we go through the book, in a couple more days, we'll read another chapter or two, and we're gonna go over some chart pattern now, but we'll get through the book, and I'm pretty sure some people are gonna want to know that book. They'll be able to read along with us.
definitely, definitely. All right. So with the quant, whereabouts do you see should I start entering,
All
Danny?
right,
If I were to enter in now in a trade, like it's mainly for a long term investment. If I'm looking at,
good. All right,
maybe
so
I'll
long term,
and
right?
then if it goes lower, and then I'll start doing dollar cost averaging.
Okay, that's definitely the way to do it. Would be long term, especially not knowing the way Bitcoin's going. You
Mm-hmm.
want to be like dollar cost averaging, and you always want a dollar cost. Now is like the best time. Like if you're asking when's the best time to dollar cost average, I would say now. The best time to dollar cost average is any time the market is going down. Some people start
Yeah.
dollar costing averaging when it's here because they want to make more and more money, but then when it starts to crash back down, their portfolio is wrecked because they've been buying high, buying high, buying high, buying high, and then their
Mm-hmm.
portfolio gets wrecked. So you always dollar cost average on the way down.
Yeah.
But what we have here, which is not good, we have a cup and handle, which is actually I can set the chart. I can read the cup and handle, and then we can show you why it's a cup and handle. Let me
Mm-hmm.
find the cup and handle over here. And shoulders, calves. There we go, cup and handle. That's cup and handle inverted. Let me find cup and handle not inverted. Calves, breaker, calves, and shoulders. There's so many different head and shoulders ones. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
One tops, cup and handle one. Aha, cup and handle. Got it. All right. So the definition of I'll pull this up. I don't know how well you'll be able to see the picture, but I'm gonna read it though. Let's see if I can get. Hold on. Actually, I can't even see my own. Hold on. My own
Oh, yeah.
OBS recorder. Hold on. Let me open
All
it.
right. Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right. Um, like that is a cup and handle.
Oh, yeah. So like, yeah, that
So it's
round
the right.
circle
See at the right
bottom.
end, we got that little cup and then handle, and I'll draw it out so you can see it even more. But I'll read it first. I'll draw it out and then I'll read it. But so we
Yeah.
can see on
All
the
right.
chart, we got
Mm-hmm.
you know we came down. We got our little
Yep.
cup and our little handle. In order for this pattern to be bullish, you'd have to break this like neckline, and I would do like two. I always do like an area or something like that. We gotta like break that area for it to be bullish. If quant would have broke this, it probably
Mm-hmm.
could. Well, it would have had. There's some resistance over here, so I probably would have like
Yep.
qualified like the top neckline actually, even though it doesn't look like the neckline. But off the VPVR, I would have put like one neckline there, just to be safe, and I would have known as soon as we break out here, look at the VPR. It's all the way downhill from there. From that point
Yeah.
to the next point, you pretty much don't have too much strong resistance from here all the way through there. Not much resistance until we get right around here, and then that's where our next major resistance would be for quant. Would be around. Pull it back to over here.
Right.
About right there. And we'll go, we'll actually move it up a little bit so we can have an area, and then we'll put 1, 2, right around like that would be our area price target. And then use this little thing, price label, pop it in the middle, boom.
Yep.
So about that would be if we broke out of there, you know, because I don't really see too much resistance because it's all down. There's not too much horizontal resistance. We have some horizontal resistance right here, but it's not too strong. You know, it's if we look in, it's actually not. Some of it, they're lower than others. When they're zoomed out, it kind of looks like resistance, but it's down here, it's down here, it's down here, it's up here. So it's not too strong of resistance. These two match these two. So there might be a little bit of pullback. I would set like maybe like a stop loss, or not a stop loss, but like a I don't know, a caution at this like level. What level is this? Like price it out so you can have it. Price point. Price it out. So around this area, if we get up to here, 205, I would keep an eye on it. You break out to there, then we're clearly going up to like the, you know, close to $300 area. But back to the cup and handle. For a cup and handle to have played out, we would have to have, you know, boom, and then went, you know, this way, and then broke up. This still could technically be a cup and handle. We'd still have a cup. This handle we just could have a very long downwards handle. So we won't know until we get some type of higher low, and then that excuse me, that would invalidate the handle and everything if we got some type of like movement or something like that. But since we didn't, and we're moving in like a straight, you know, like trend, it's still like a handle, and we could boom bounce out. If we break it and we're looking good, we may have a little bit of pullback here, come back up here, boom, hit this, come down, boom, go up, and that's when we could blast off. So right about there. So that's a cup and handle. Now let's see. What else? Let's see, going. That's just the daily time frame. Let's look at a different time frame. So that's your long-term play. So your long-term play, I would say that you're nearing. Actually, I have to look at the other time frames to be able to give you a accurate thing. Just give me a second. I'll delete this thing. All right. Let's check out the 8 hour real quick. Here you go. What is this? It's an awkward ass head and shoulders. Not really.
So we got the double top there. It's bringing down the.
And we get a little bounce. Not so, but we do have. What is it struggling at right now? Struggling because there's VPVR. See, the VPVR grows the more trades that are made in this area. See how there's all these trades made right here. That's why this VPR is so long right here, because it's all these trades made right here. You know, up here and stuff, there's not that many trades made. There's only hit this trade, and like this trade, and that's why it's like low. Then if you go up a little bit to like this little blip, you'll get, you know, you'll touch all these candles, doom, all these bottom ones, doom, boom, that one, this one, and that's why you got that little pop up in the VPVR. This is one of like the best indicators, and I know if you don't have like the paid-in one, you won't have it, but I do have custom ones that I've made that if you do like the VPVR for resistance, I can get you one of them.
All right, give it a go. Yeah, sure.
So check out a different time frame. Actually, well, before I do that, let me actually read the cup and handle one. There's the
All right. Yeah.
pattern description for cup and handle.
Yeah.
This pattern
All right.
occurs when the context of a longer uptrend and is characterized by price forming a U-shaped cup with a short handle on the right. The duration of the cup should last at least 7 weeks if using the daily chart. So that they go. See, they take these to like the extreme. And that's why this is actually, could be in the picture. What they're showing over here is kind of what we're seeing on this a little bit. We got this big cup.
Yeah.
And then look at this little handle. There was their breakout, but we got rejected. And we came back down. We tried again. We got rejected, and that's when your whole downtrend came. So the volume description for the cup and handle is: volume will typically follow the shape of the U cup, with high volume as the left lip forms, falling volume as the bottom of the cup forms, and rising volume towards the right lip and on the breakout. Breakout confirmation: a close above the upper trend line drawn across the handle with above average volume. See, so it also has to have a breakout with above average volume. So this, I don't have the vertical volume bar up, but there probably wasn't too much volume in this bar. You have to have above average volume when it breaks it out. Measuring technique: the price target is obtained by measuring the right lip to the bottom of the cup and then added to the price of the right lip. That doesn't make any sense, but let's say the price target is obtained by measuring the right lip of the cup to the bottom of the cup and then added to the price level of the right of the cup. That's kind of confusing. Some of these things are confusing. I guess he's saying the price to target is obtained by measuring the right lip of the cup. So if I measure let's do the trend line for this. So I'll measure the right lip of the cup. It goes from there to like there. Okay, that's measuring that. Right lip of the cup to the to the bottom of the cup, yeah, and then added to the price level of the right lip. Oh, so it's showing you. So that's how you get your breakout. So from here to the bottom of the cup, if we would have got our broken out, your next target would have been up there. That's how you would check out a cup and handle. You would take your right cup all the way down to the bottom, duplicate the line, or just drag it and take it up, and then see where it would be. So it would have been somewhere around 192 if it broke out of that. So that's how that's done. Oh, I did not want to do that.
Wow.
All right. Drawings, and then
very interesting.
Statistical notes. The pattern has a long failure. Yeah, this is a 2-star pattern, so you know, because everyone loves cup and handle and everything, but it doesn't always play out, as you've seen right here. It doesn't always play out. So the pattern has a low failure rate, but doesn't move as strongly as other patterns. Patterns with shorter handles perform better than longer handles, and deeper cups with the left lip slightly higher than the right lip perform a little bit better. And that's actually what we had right here. It just must not happen because our left lip, which is right here, is a little bit higher than our right lip,
Yeah.
but it still didn't break up. Let me pull up the volume. Let's see what the
Oh,
volume
yeah.
was on that breakout.
Hmm.
Yeah, look at the volume. There it is. But there's your but there's your break. That's not above these. This is not above your average.
Yeah.
These are your averages, and this is not
Yeah.
above average volume. So that's why it didn't break out. Now, if this volume bar would have been about up here above the average, because you even have some on quant. It all depends on what coin, because some have like see, look at quant. We have volume bars going up to here, volume bars going up
Mm-hmm.
to here. So these are above average volume bars. Stuff like this. This isn't above average. So I guess we just didn't have enough, and
Yeah.
probably had a lot of resistance. Oh yeah, look at this. Like, where's our vertical ray? Where did it break out from? It broke out and it got stopped out around right here. And let's see all the thing, like look at all the things it's touching. Look at that, it touches like all this perfectly. Look at this, it bounces off that. That's why it didn't break it. It had so
Yeah.
much, like horizontal resistance
Yeah.
from a bounce, some action over here, some candle patterns. So that's why that didn't play out right there. That's that. And the last thing is the chart description. Cisco provides a textbook perfect example of a cup and handle pattern with a steep
Mm-hmm.
and limited declining, a steep but limited decline, creating a rounded cup formation. The prior upward swing is a clue that such a pattern is in the works and while is forming. Traders looking to profit from the trade also need to watch for volume trends. As long as shares don't break lower in the cup formation, but volume is rising, is a sign that traders have seen value here and the bears are losing control. While somewhat what while somewhat well known, the chart pattern doesn't appear too often, and other factors may cause this pattern to fail to emerge, hence the 2-star rating. So that's why I got a 2-star rating, because you see, like, the horizontal resistance got in the way, the volume wasn't enough. There's too many things to make this pattern have to go.
Yeah.
That's why the best ones are like the 4-star
Definitely.
patterns. The flags are very, very good. Those are 4-star patterns, and flags. See if I can find any flags for you. Those are my favorite, and
Yeah.
I love finding flags, because flags, bull flags, bear flags, they give you a clear indication of what's going on. Um,
Yeah.
you know what a bull flag is or a bear flag is?
I've got basic idea, but yeah.
Once you see it, you'll know. If I can
Mm-hmm.
find one over here, it seems to be trending in a certain way. Oh, well, here you go. Here's a kind of a bear flag, but it got stopped out by this damn fucking resistance. But
Okay.
it's when you go straight up, and this is
Yeah.
also would be like a bull flag kind of. But it's when you get like when you get like a run up, and some
Mm-hmm.
sideways consolidation, and then a run up again,
Oh, yeah.
and then once you break, it's off to the races. So a
That's
bull
right. So
flag
yeah.
is you know same thing for a bear flag. It's kind of hard to find a bear flag, but it has to be kind of consolidating and going sideways. This is too much of an angle to be one, but
Yeah.
do that. But those are flags, and normally they play out a lot, but it's probably on like the higher point. Let's go to a different one. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Check out Ada, because let's see what we got over here. I hate how the brush doesn't go off. It's the only tool that doesn't go off unless you click off of it. It's annoying. All right, so see, so here's like, uh, probably see it on a, let's see, 6 hour, 4 hour. There you go. That could be considered a nice little bull flag right here. And it played out too. We got a nice little run up. We got a little sideways movement. And then we got a bounce. Boom. Breakout.
Yeah.
So it's all when you go down. It can go an incline. You know, it doesn't have to go on a consolidation. But it's just most of the time, some of the time you would see some people would argue like, oh, that's not a bear flag. It didn't go up and consolidate straight. You know, but it can go sideways. Like in the book, it goes sideways a little bit. So it's possible for it to go sideways, and that played out right there. And then let's see what we got. I didn't really look at the daily too much. Stupid thing is still on. Now all of these, that's just higher highs. We topped out. And now we're coming to the bottom with ADA. This is such an undervalued coin. Like, I don't think anyone has any idea. Like, how look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this bullish divergence. How
Yeah.
big that this is on the daily chart. So this isn't like some bullish divergence on like the 4 hour, and there was like on the 2 hour or something. This is bullish divergence and long ass bullish divergence where where the RSI is going up and the price is going down, and it's a clear one too. You can clearly see the price is going down, and you can clearly see the price is going up. So there might be a breakout, and with Bollinger Bands, how they seem to work are when they constrict for a long amount of time and they get closer together, like the longer that they go like that and get together and they burn, they get constricted, and then they end up breaking out, and you end up seeing a run up. It's how they normally work. It's when they proceed. They work they're not tight here, but as soon as they opened, they were a little bit tight. As soon as they opened, it went up. So whenever they're like tight and constricted, they go up, and they kind of act as support and resistance to the RSI. It bounces off of it. It came back down. So.
The ADA was probably the first cryptocurrency I've ever invested in. I only started with $200, and this is way back when it was like $2.50 a coin that time, and I'm still holding that 200. I think is now probably down about $40 at the moment, but I never looked at that portfolio anyway. So I'm gonna keep adding now from here. Now looking at 93 cents today, that's just like, that's a hell of a bargain.
Yeah, and like even add to, if you have extra like laying around, I know once you're down so much, you're like, why would I ever put money in a coin I'm down so much in? It's just that's how millionaires are made. Is they put the money in the coins that are down, and the coins that are actually doing something in the world and have things going for them. And if Cardano isn't considered one of the top best blockchains out there, then they don't know what they're talking about, because Cardano is they're slow, and some people are just greedy and just want things to just go like this all the time. That it's all they expect is just the crypto markets is just be exploding. It's not always what the crypto markets are. So they see Cardano taking for a while, and they start spreading rumors. Oh, it's a ghost chain. There's no real applications being built on it. As soon as Sunday Swap came out and locked up 90 something percent of all ADA on any DEX, all of those people talking about Cardano being fake and a ghost chain, not one of them are out here today talking about it.
No.
They were all proven wrong. So
absolutely.
And it's going to happen again. You had this breakout. Bollinger Bands broke out right there. It's consolidating. We just got to look for a higher high. Like we gotta break this right here because you can see we came up. We had some type of, well, that's a way too high of a left
Yeah.
handle, so it's not really a covenant handle, but it's a rounding
Yeah.
bottom. Any type of rounding bottom is kind of a good
Yeah.
sign. It's on Bitcoin too, but a rounding bottom just kind of shows you that the bears, if it's a rounding bottom, obviously the bears have been pushing it down for a while.
Yeah.
And then once you start to see it round out, kind of means that they're losing their momentum. They're not able to push it down so much anymore. So it
Yeah.
rounds out. Um, so if we do
Yeah.
end up coming, and where's our previous? Let's see. Yeah, so it's probably all the way over. No way. I can't see because these damn volume bars. So I don't use these fucking volume bars. Oh my god, not that. Volume bars, get out of here. Alright. Um. So basically, Cardano is lower than it's been. What chart is this? It should go back farther than that. Either USD. I think that's probably like Coinbase or something. There we go. There we go. That's a real chart. I was about to
Okay,
say
the
because I
volume.
know it was lower than that. All right, so now let's see where we're
Hi.
at. So we're right here, right now. What does that consist? Oh, it's hitting all of these little things. So I'm gonna actually use my square rectangle. I'm gonna draw it from about up here. And I can adjust it when I zoom in. Probably pull it down a little bit more because it's hitting those wicks. I put it down like that to like that is going to be our resistance. If we break that, look at all this. This because Cardano stayed at this level. That's why the VPVR is like this when you have this many candles loaded. It's
Mm-hmm.
all the volume has been traded at this level,
Yeah.
this price. Um, so if we do break this and it goes down, which I definitely don't see that ever happening, especially with so much going on. Um, but I definitely think we're going to bounce, especially the more times you bounce. I don't know if you knew this, I forgot to relay this one, but the more times you touch a support or a resistance without breaking it, the stronger it becomes. So,
Hi.
this has gotten a lot stronger. Like if it would have just done it should have broke it there. It didn't break it there. It didn't even come close, and didn't break it. So this every time it keeps going and keeps getting
Mm-hmm.
touches, the stronger it gets. Now, if it got
Yeah.
touched multiple times in a row, like doom 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 doom, then the weaker it gets. If it's like
Yeah.
every day it's getting touched, then the weaker it
Yeah.
gets. But the more it gets
Yeah.
touched over time, the stronger it
Yeah.
gets. So we
The
got some
stronger it gets. Yeah.
pretty strong support, and then our resistance. We definitely got to get. We got to make a new high. A new high. Our previous high is, you know, we'll stick to our boxes so we can get the whole thing in here. Our high is around right here. So we gotta get a candle up there to break that,
Mm-hmm.
and then our next one will be over here. High right there.
Mm-hmm.
Swung down. So hopefully Cardano can do it. Let's take a look at ETH real quick. Because I
Oh
have
yeah.
so much ETH. It's not even funny, and I don't know what to do with it. I want to buy Libero and everything, and all my helium miners because I
Yeah.
cashed out 20 grand of my worth of H&T from my helium miners, and I want to put in Libero,
Right.
but you can't really trade other coins besides looking at Bitcoin because anything could be invalidated.
Oh yeah.
A perfect call, even if we had a perfect signal right here and something was showing you us like this is 100% going to pump, and then
Yeah.
Bitcoin goes down, then
Yeah.
we're screwed. So
Screwed. Yeah, that's right.
that's why I don't really make calls or anything. I look at the other coins to know what they're doing, but I don't
Hmm.
take it to heart about, oh yeah, this is about to happen, this is about to happen. Like I'll see it and be like, this may happen if Bitcoin breaks. This is what's going to be
Yeah.
happens. But besides that,
Yeah.
I don't really after maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, however long it takes for Bitcoin to decide. That's when I'm gonna start doing these real buy and call sell signals. Um, uh, we have someone, my executive person, Danielle, the AQ
Hmm.
girl. She
Yep.
brought in about like 5 different people into the academy. Um,
Yep.
and I told her to bring in one. She asked me if she can bring in someone to like run like the NFT section and
Hmm.
get that going. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
in return for a free membership. I was like, all right,
Oh
that
yeah.
that makes sense. I at least get someone to help me so I don't got to do it
Yeah.
all. Um, but she brought in 5 people, and the NFT section is still completely empty, and that's 5 memberships that I'm not getting paid for. And it's not even about the money because I've been giving out so much money over the past year and just teaching all the other students for free. And
Yeah.
so I don't really mind, but it's like those 5 people could be paying customers, but she just
Yeah.
gives them access and they're not even doing what they're doing. Like she's online right now. I'm in the middle of a session. Why isn't she making NFT content? So
Yeah.
it's like I'm stuck in like a rock and a hard
Yeah.
place of just partners that aren't pulling their weight and it's being put on me. I still gotta
Um,
get this discovery. Like if
okay.
I miss this discovery, I'm gonna be. You don't understand how long I've been waiting to get this damn discovery. Like I've been
Yeah.
waiting for absolutely ever. I'm gonna pull on
Ever.
this side
Yeah.
so you can see how like we're down. Look at this, like all the way
Yeah.
down. That means that we're probably gonna unhit this.
Yeah.
Where is it? The age requirement. It's somewhere over here. Maybe it's the partner or something like that. Yeah, failed
Hmm.
server activity. See, we can't even get enough activity to go on.
Yeah.
And out of
Yeah.
all these students, you would think that we would be able to get, and all you need is 30% activity, like
Oh, okay.
30% activity,
Mm.
and we can't get that. And all we're getting is this is what what we look like. We've been doing pretty good,
Hmm.
and now we're falling off. We got a lot of people that came into the server over here,
Yeah.
and now we're falling off. It's because I'm focusing more. We're not getting as many because I'm putting a lot of my focus into the students
Mm.
rather than the main class. So there's not
Yeah.
too many people coming in because I'm not really promoting like the main class and everything like that. But
Yeah.
the retention is going
Another
up.
reason, another reason could be Bitcoin itself, Danny. Like the way the bears are coming in the market at the moment, so a lot of people are actually not quite interested in even learning because someone like me, if I would have invested 5 months ago and if I would have lost the money, I don't know, maybe if I wanted to get into the market back again, and maybe if you're winning a little bit, then maybe that you get that the feeling to learn a bit more, you know what I mean. So maybe that's probably why not many people are sort of getting into discords or joining any servers. So maybe once the bull market start, so maybe more people are sort of gonna
Yeah, and
started to come back
that's
in.
the issue is that people come in when the bull market comes, but they didn't learn enough. That's what you learn during the bear market so that you can prosper during the bull market. These people will flood in during the bull market and expect to learn everything as the price is going up. Thousands of dollars per day.
Yeah.
It's like you should take this time to learn it And that way you
Yeah.
can to know what's happening when it's ready to come. You don't have to get involved in the market, but yeah, at least learn it during it, because there's these
Mm.
other servers that are just literally charging thousands of dollars, and they're not even doing absolutely jack shit about it. They're just sitting there, just making a few calls here and there, and they're charging $500 for it, like freaking damn market cipher.
Yeah, exactly.
Market cipher is academy, brand new academy, $500.
Yeah.
I get one session, and then I get some risk management tools. Like,
Yes.
come on, man. And if I want to buy market cipher, it's even crazier. Like the
Yeah.
whole world of market cipher. Buy it.
It's
Let
true.
me buy this right now. Here, you got 3 grand to buy this. Students aren't flooding in to get this indicator that I have the exact script because I bought this, and then I
Yeah.
extracted the code, and then I changed up a few little things to make it my own,
Yeah.
but it's still the same
Yeah.
exact thing. Like,
Yeah.
who wouldn't
No.
sign up just to even get the tools and the knowledge? I signed up for
Mm.
all these news articles and stuff, just so I can get them to my email. I pay like
Yeah.
$30 a month for like 5 different ones. That way I can just copy and paste them, send them to you guys, and you guys got the latest news. None of you guys have to pay for it. You just sit back and read the news. But I'm over here paying for it, hoping that it'll get members in, and it ends up not, and then I get like discouraged.
Yeah.
It just
Absolutely.
it sucks.
A lot of new information. I'm just gonna post a comment here.
Yeah, let people know we were in a live chat and it went
Yeah.
well and
Mm.
everything. I want to take a look at Bitcoin again and see what's happening. Actually, we can check the total. You know what the total one, I mean the total two, and the total three are?
Yeah.
You've heard of those uh tickers? Total.
Oh, like tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the total. So there's total one, total two, total three. Total one
Yeah.
is everything Bitcoin, Ethereum, every single other altcoin. So right
Oh,
now,
okay.
out of all of them, all every single altcoin included, this is the market cap. Um, so a good way to tell when like it's altcoin season, or if it's Ethereum leading the market, or if it's Bitcoin leading the market, is to use the total one chart, or the total chart, the total two chart, which is everything but Bitcoin. So it's Ethereum and everything else
Mm-hmm.
excluding Bitcoin. And then total
Yeah.
three is everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So pure altcoins. So, right,
Wow.
you can kind of see where, if it's really flowing into something else, or if it's really flowing out of everywhere. So it's not flowing the whole entire market. It's still
Yeah.
going down. So now we can check the total two. Total two is the crypto app excluding Bitcoin. So see, it's looking like the same thing. So this is just basically Ethereum and all the other altcoins. But
Oh, yeah.
we didn't even set a new higher high. Our past high was up here. See, after this dip, our
Yeah.
previous high was up here. We came back up. We didn't get
Yeah.
that new higher high, and that we're going back down. Um, but we do. Now, where's the money flow? I was gonna look and see if we had any money flowing. No. See, look at the money flow. Money flow is still flowing out. Not
Wow.
looking good. Let's check the total three. See how our little altcoins are doing. Total three. So everything excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's the same thing. So it's flowing out of all the markets. If they all look the same, it's coming out of the market in general. And check the money flow coming out. All coins are getting hit even harder, but we do have the VWAP rounding up. That's one good sign, but not enough to be validated to have a a buy or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not too good. Man, I really hope this isn't like this start. Well, an extended start to a bear market. I really hope this is a bounce. Where are we at? Not looking good. Up here, we crossed down to. This is another great indicator, though, but we crossed down below it, which is bearish. Not looking good for that. But what's our favorite doing? Well, my favorite, Phantom.
Phantom's probably struggling a little bit as well at the moment. I mean, all the altcoins are,
Yeah,
but
they're all struggling. Actually, best way to check that is with the famous, infamous, my favorite go-to easy alpha run. Crypto bubbles. Look at the market. Oh my God, it's blood all over.
yeah, blood everywhere. I was going to say,
And
I
that's
think we
on
might see Bitcoin going out down to 36K today. To the way it's going down, $1,000 every hour.
This is the top 100 coins. You could check it by on Coinbase, like the coins on just Coinbase. These are all the coins on Coinbase.
Oh yeah.
So the only coin on Coinbase doing good is liquidity.
Oh yeah. Crypto bubbles, yeah, liquidity.
And I could check other exchanges too. Binance, how's Binance looking? Look at that, all the Binance is down. Fucking
Wow.
bird.
Ooh.
And that fucking injective. That's it. This is not good. Not good. KU coin. Bloody. We can even check it. What we took an hour. See if we're starting to turn around at least. Yeah, I got a little bit more green. 15
Danny.
minute. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, no, I mean, I've been listening like this whole time since the beginning. And I just so you know, I only brought them in because I didn't want to lose them, the other people that I added, but I didn't know how many people you're going to purge out of the Discord. That was the only reason I brought them over, but they don't have access to any of the YouTube videos or anything. They're just, I just didn't want to lose them out of the Discord because they do have, like, they are beneficial,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm not purging no more.
They
Because
could
we're
help
trying
in
to
the
hit
future. But if you want me to take them out, I'm happy to do that.
No. We're not purging anybody anymore because we're eligible for discovery.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, if you want to take them off of the Patreon, no problem. I just didn't want to lose them out of the Discord.
No, not those people. Just the NFT channel. That guy. This the sandals
well,
person.
you did post the one video that we did for the NFTs, right?
Yeah, that's on there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cause it was my fault. My friend came down, he surprise visited. And so we were set to go on Thursday and I didn't make that happen. So I'll get it done though, as soon as possible.
It doesn't have to be videos. That's what I mean. If he could even just he probably knows like different sites. If he could just like drop like how I do, just like different sites for people to check out or different collections to look at, you know, just random things just to fill it up. It doesn't have to be videos all the time.
All right,
You know what I mean?
I'll definitely let him know.
Yeah, but it's all right. I just don't want the NFT section to die off because I get in the Patreon. There's a bonus section and they're clicking it. I got like three requests for NFT things, and I'm just leaving them there for now. But yeah, it's
all
just
right,
NFT
I'll
channel.
let him know and we'll get some content in there.
All right, cool, perfect. I'm just
Okay.
finishing up this little lesson with my man over here, and we'll be finished up shortly. We're doing the book tutorial.
It's been awesome. I've been watching through YouTube. It's love the lesson is great.
Yeah, lovely. Even I've been learning a lot today as well. So I had a couple of hours to spare, and I was really trying to see if I could get Danny or anyone on board so I can take a benefit of this time today.
Yeah, absolutely. The book that you're reading from is great.
That's why I
Yeah.
think it's a good idea that we'll go through this whole book, and I have a few books. So even do book, classes, like, it may not be the most, well, actually some of them are pretty fun because they're all like charts and everything, but just the news in them. So people, when they become a series, like there's 7 videos and it's called like, price action trading series. It's a straight master class, like it's a straight 7, course channel straight from the an expert book, and then with people talking about it. So I figured that we can have like some book channels, like with actual reading that fills up our content too. It's not just buy and call this coin that coin. It's actual teaching people about all the different ways of doing stuff. So this is a good thing. We're gonna finish up the book eventually. We'll do another chapter or two in a couple days, and we'll eventually get through the book, and then I got tons more eventually, whoever wants to do them with me.
Yeah, I posted this on Twitter. So I didn't. If we do that, are people that are not in the Discord in the classes going to be able to see the video or no?
It depends on when I make the price. Like right now, at this point, the book stuff, I'll let people see just so they can get them in. But then I can
Okay.
lock them, and make them all private at any moment. So right now there's
Okay,
still
no,
a
just
bunch of
because I
stuff that's
did.
private for
I
people.
shared this on Twitter, and
Oh,
so I
yeah,
just wanted to make
fine.
sure.
But it's public on YouTube, so it's I don't really, it doesn't
Okay, good.
really matter. I'm trying to get people in to hit that 10,000 mark, because if we lose the engagement while we're finally above the engagement, it's going to be a devastating, because we've been trying to get above that engagement level for so long. Now we're there, and I just pruned like a couple like I think like 75 100 students, or it's not students, members, and that could have been 100 more towards being at 1,000. So I'm trying to ask every member, every student, anyone to just go in. I don't care who we bring in, because we can just kick them out as soon as we get discovery. So it doesn't matter if we bring them in from freaking NFL Discord. I don't care where they come from or what their intentions are, as long as we just have the members, just so we can apply, get it, and then they can leave if they want to leave. So
Got it.
I'm just trying to get that spot.
All right. Didn't want to interrupt. I just heard you, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. So I hear you, and we'll get some more content on there.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not a
no
huge thing.
problem.
I just want the students. I don't like, well, not that I don't like NFTs, but I'm not an NFT like craze, so it's not like I want NFT content. I just don't want them to get upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no
And
worries. Okay.
All right. So are you into
and
NFTs? Do you do NFTs?
me, yeah, not particularly, but I've got one NFT which is really good. So I've got Adidas. If you see my profile photo on the
Yeah.
Discord, that's actually my NFT. That's the only one NFT I've got. And one of my friend helped me to mint it. That's Adidas. Adidas. Is it Adidas? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Maybe, I
So
don't know
that was
anything about
the
NFTs.
first NFT, and that's the only one they've got. So I minted it for 0.2 ETH. So that costed me about 800 Australian dollars that time, or 1,000 Australian dollars. And now it's worth nearly 2 Ethereum. So
Oh.
that's like 10x up within 3 months ago when I bought it. So I'm just going to hold that for the long term and see how that one plays up, because that's just their first NFT. And if they really get into metaverse kind of thing, which they're planning to, so that might be beneficial. Like that friend of mine who convinced me to buy this, actually said it might be going to 10 Ethereum, next year whenever this whole metaverse thing start to get going.
Yeah, well, it
So
definitely
I
is gonna
don't
get
think,
going. You should read the white paper about the project. Read like the roadmap, and it should give you like a date expectancy, like Q3 of 2022, or it should give you an idea of when they're going to launch it. So, but
yeah, yeah.
it should happen. And if it's
Um,
already up to 2 Ethereum, you're doing pretty good. It would have dropped by now. How long have you had it?
it's been about 3 months, I think. Yeah. Yeah. If it was going to go down, it would have gone by now.
Yeah, and this whole
It's still
drop
there,
right
and
now, I would think it would have went down.
yeah. No. Luckily, this one a couple of days ago only. No, during the last week, it's actually doubled double the price. It was sitting at 1 Ethereum. Now it's close to 2. So the other NFTs are going down, but this one's actually going up.
Well, that's what you always want to look for in a downtrend. Those few coins that are doing good, not too good, because then it's just like it seems like it's like some type of like manipulation. But coins that are like doing decent, and they're doing all right during a bad trend, or they're at least staying at the same price. Those are like the projects that normally have strength to survive bear markets. So
Yeah.
you're definitely good with that one.
Lovely. All right. So how about we just go another 5 minutes and then I'm head to dinner because it's 8 o'clock. What time is it over there, Denny?
4 a.m., 4 in the morning.
Oh, Jesus. Do you ever sleep?
No, not really. Unless I fall asleep standing up, sitting in my chair, or wherever I happen to fall asleep at.
Oh, damn it. Yeah,
I'm
nice.
trying everything I can to get
No.
this going. Once it's going, then I'll be able to take a night's rest or something. But at the beginning stages, you got to grind all the way. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get stuff
Oh,
out
wow.
there.
Do you? All right, mate. Like, no, that's. Certainly my kids are going out for a little bit with my wife at the park. I think they should be coming soon and going to cook a dinner and that's about it for the Sunday. And so I'm back to work tomorrow morning.
This Sunday, it's just turning Sunday for me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's crazy. You're that much different stuff. Like it's just Sunday for me.
Yeah, no, big time difference. So we're just finishing Sunday here.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you think about the time frames and everything. It's a
Absolutely.
crazy world out
No,
there.
we Australia and New Zealand, we live in a totally different world.
Yeah, you guys are the down under, right? You're the down under people.
Yeah, way down under here, mate.
I don't even know what that means. What the hell does it mean you're down under?
The down under, I think they look at the map of the world and Australia and New Zealand's way down under. That's probably what they mean.
I guess, well, wouldn't like Antarctica be way down under? Like,
I don't even know.
who knows?
No, I'm originally from India. I came here when I was 18 now. It's been about 17 years, and my family and everyone. So, my wife's Indian as well, so the whole family is pretty much here now. But we like it here now, so I think this is home now.
That's a good thing. How are they with their crypto regulations over there?
In Australia, pretty cool. No problems at all. Yeah. We don't have many exchanges here, but now even KuCoin sort of have the exchange now as well. So that's what I'm using now. Even Binance has limited. I mean, you can't do future trade on Binance, but you can certainly do your spot trading there on Binance. So the main popular ones I hear is CoinSpot and SwiftX. So they're the local ones. So if you're really just a beginner, you can, it's easy to buy and sell on those two exchanges. So, but otherwise, regulation wise, no issues. You can buy and do whatever you like. So it's no problem.
Is Coinbase only in the U.S.? Is Coinbase over there with you? Do you guys get Coinbase?
No, we don't have Coinbase. No, we've got CoinSpot. So it's a bit different. Yeah.
What about Voyager? Because I know Voyager's got a stock in Germany, Canada, the USA. Voyager Digital. It's my favorite trading platform.
Okay, Voyager. Yeah.
Voyager.
Maybe I don't know if we
It's
got
only
that
a
here.
mobile app right now. They're launching their desktop app soon. But I would check it out if you can use it. I would definitely use it. And then they're going to expand because like they actually have three, not like the Bitcoin type of stocks like the ET or they have a bunch of ETFs, Voyager, but they have actual stocks like VGX and YVGX, like actual Apple, Tesla. So they have three of them. So everyone thought Coinbase was the first one to have a stock. They are wrong. Voyager had three of them way before Coinbase even had one.
Right.
What about Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
Gate.io.
What about them?
I think Gate.io.
I love Gate.io.
Yeah, I told I'm affiliated with it, but I stopped promoting because it seems like no one paid attention to it. But maybe once we get
Oh, I love it.
They have everything on there. There's nothing you can't find on.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, Gate.io. Yeah, we've got that here in Australia as well. I haven't signed up.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you're looking for looking into one.
Yeah, it's
I have Voyager too. I like it.
Well, I just use Voyager because it's my hodl portfolio, and you don't have to stake anything. You just hold it, just like kind of how Libero pays you for just holding it without even staking it. That's what Voyager is. So all my like Ethereum and my Cardano, well not Cardano anymore, it's over there. But all my every single coin I have, Polkadot, Uniswap, Solana, Phantom, Terra Luna, all of them. They just sit there. I can trade them, swap them, and they're still getting staked. And there's zero fees around the board, so you don't pay any fees for any type of transaction at all. And they have an AI scanner for any type of when you want to buy something, it scans the top 12 markets in the world for the best price possible, and it gives you that price. So you won't get a better price than Voyager. And normally places make money off of their fees. So people are like, oh, how's Voyager make any money? If they don't have any fees, how are they making any money? It's because they're using arbitrage. They're using they keep like maybe like 2%, since they're saving you maybe like 5% in prices because they scan all of the different exchanges and find you the best one. They keep like a 2% fee. Well, not a fee, but they keep like 2% of what you're paying for the difference. So if Bitcoin's like 40K in one country on some exchange, and it's 38K in some other country, they'll keep like that 2% difference of 2,000, $200, and boom, into their pocket. So that's how they make their money. So it doesn't really come from the people. It comes from them just picking the best exchanges and giving the consumers the best prices and letting them stake without even having to stake it. You could just swap it into any coin you want. That's how you can even day trade on there. Like literally trade every couple seconds because you're not paying any interest. You're not paying any fees, so you can capture any like 1% gain if you want. Because you, boom, swap it to this coin. Oh, this coin's pumping. Swap it to that coin. Swap it to that coin, and you just keep on swapping to all different coins, and you could just triple your money in a day if you just keep swapping it to the right coins.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pity we don't have it here, but Gate.io will certainly look into it. But we don't have Voyager in Australia, so
you should have Crypto.com soon enough. Now that it's taken over the world.
Yeah, Crypto.com's definitely got the.
I like it because of the amount of coins on it, and in the USA, you can only get that amount of coins if you're using like Gate.io or something like that. But if you just want like a simple spot, buy this, have a wallet, own your keys, because having your money on exchanges is always a risky thing, which is going to be a big lesson when I teach it. But having your money on an exchange, and if you don't own that private key or that seed phrase, then you don't really own that cryptocurrency. That exchange owns it, and they're being your bank. They're holding it for you. But if they get hacked, there goes your money. So that's why you always want to have an exchange that you own the keys on, and Crypto.com and everything. You get the keys for the wallet. So that's why I use that, and I use my ledger from time to time if there's fucking things to do with it. But, what other you have any other coins you want to take a look at that on your radar?
Maybe quickly, if you want to look at the last one, API 3. API 3, this is something's been bullish for the last few days. Jay told me that about this yesterday. He sort of got into it when it was like $5, and he went up to $10 within just 2 days. It's probably a new product, is it? I don't know.
It's actually not doing too bad because it's pumping up, and we got bullish candles over here. Well, let me take off this buy and call sell signal. Let me put on let me TD sequential. This is a great indicator, but you can only get it with the premium account. But it counts up to 9, and you can kind of see whenever it gets to 9, normally the trend reverses. Every 9 candles, normally the trend reverses. Sometimes there's little blips in the middle, but typically once the more candles are in a row of one numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then eventually flips, because the more in a row you get, the more exhausted that becomes, and then it eventually flips. So TD sequential is another great indicator that really helps.
No, it's real good.
But it's doing pretty good. And I forgot, we can actually take a look at Bitcoin real quick before we're never done with this. But I have all of the LIB look into Bitcoin. He's like a very famous Bitcoin fucking fanatic, Maxi. And I have all of his indicators. I paid for his Patreon and canceled it like months ago when I was like done with the indicators, and he never took away the indicators. So I just still have all of them. And it's like all of the pi cycle tops, the stock to flow model, the curve growths and all that. So we can put that on the Bitcoin chart and see exactly what's going on with it. That will give us some good inspect with it, because it's only meant for the Bitcoin chart. Like his indicators are only meant to be on Bitcoin.
Beyond that,
But this coin looks, it doesn't look like, it's pretty new, but you got this rounding. Wow. And it would sell off. Normally you see a coin, like that first drops, you see a coin just straight come out of nowhere. It pumps up because it's so high, and then you see that drop out of nowhere, and then you see a move, and then you see upwards. Just didn't have that.
I think it's probably a Web3 project, and API economy Web3. I haven't really read much into it, what it is or anything. It's just Jay told me about this yesterday, and he did a margin trade 3 days ago on this, and then he probably made a good money out of it.
Made the money. There's one thing I actually wanted to go over with the class, but I have you to
urgent OpenSea exploit. Please watch.
Hold on, let me pull this up. This is it's a very short video, but there's an emergency exploit on OpenSea. Here it is, Crypto 1DO.
This urgent OpenSea exploit. Please watch this. Urgent. There seems to be an exploit in progress. Until we know more, please disconnect your wallets from all websites, including OpenSea, and do not migrate your listings on OpenSea.
I saw that
today. But something is happening, and it's better to be safe than sorry. There is a feature on MetaMask where you can disconnect MetaMask from any application that you've used. Please do that now.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that tweet there, and
any time
straight away I disconnected my
with anyone you know,
MetaMask from OpenSea as well.
Please share
Lucky my NFT is still there, so no problem.
Yeah, see, I don't have mine because I have a lot of unstoppable domains, and I didn't list them on OpenSea. I'm holding them because they're invaluable. Like they're going to be worth so much money, and they're dirt cheap right now, like $20-$40 for a complete domain, NFT, a wallet that can hold all 7,000 cryptocurrencies. Just they're insane, and I have big news to drop about. They finally released their Web3 project, and they announced their passwordless upgrade, where you're never going to need your password again. They're finally launching it, so all you'll need is your unstoppable domain. Like mine's cryptnation.bitcoin, and I also have like a bunch of other ones. But all you do is have your unstoppable domain name, and whenever you want to sign up for a website, a project, or anything, all you do is type in your domain name. It says everything is attached to the blockchain. You don't have to put your email, your password, your address, your phone number, send a text message with a SMS link. None of that. All you do is just sign up in a second by putting your unstoppable domain thing, and it's going to be everyone's personal identity. It's just how we're going to send tokens to each other by, send it to, my other one's crypto, what the fuck, well, crypto WTF.NFT, like send any cryptocurrency you want there. And it's,
All right.
there be
Oh, wow.
unstoppable domains is very bullish. It's such
Oh,
a,
lovely.
yeah, that's our extension right there. You can view any Web3 website right from your browser with the unstoppable domain extension. So it's
Yeah.
pretty boss for like 20-40 bucks, but they're going fast, just like .coms. Everything went fast. They all bought them up quick as hell when
Yeah.
all the good ones. And every time I look, all the good ones, they're being taken away. So soon enough, there's not
Yeah.
going to be that many left, and people are going to be, there's no more middleman, no GoDaddy or WordPress in the middle. If you want to sell your domain, all you're doing is selling it as an NFT. No
Wow.
middleman.
Look at that.
It's one of my
That's
favorite
great.
projects, and they're coming out with a token.
That's cool.
I love that. All right, let me
That
pull
is
up my
good.
Bitcoin thing real quick.
Yeah, let's have a look at.
Bitcoin with all his indicators.
Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's bouncing a lot over here, 38,000, up and down, up and down. Look, if you look at 1 hour chart, I mean, it's just, don't know what it's doing.
I
Very
really hate
unsettled.
that TradingView doesn't take the fucking brush off. It's so annoying. The only tool. 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart, it's coming over exhausted. Look at the TD sequential. We got, hopefully we get a reversal. We're at 8 right now.
Yeah,
And
look
we got
at
a
the
doji.
reversal there.
You see that right there from last lesson? You got your doji, which is the sign that a reversal may be coming. There's indecision. And right here, we got a hammer. This is a green wick.
Yeah.
So it's a
Green.
green. So this is a bullish candle right now. Even though it's blue like this one and it's red, it's a green wick. So it's a bullish candle. And it's a hammer, which means a long wick at the bottom and a square at the top. That's called a hammer. And that's a bullish pattern, a bullish candle. And after having that, after a doji, like we had a doji right here, which shows indecision, and then right now we're at 8 on the TDC sequential, and we're having a hammer. Look at the VWAP.
Yeah.
The VWAP is coming up. Look at the RSI. The RSI is coming up. Think, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Bollinger Bands are starting to open up.
Yeah. It's actually it's quite manipulating as well. Even yesterday when it was about $40,000 mark range, down to that few times, been trying to show the reversal and trying to show hammers and all that, and then, I mean, yeah, it's quite very volatile. So it's hard to predict, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as what I see right now is I see bullish divergence, see bullish divergence, I see bullish divergence, and then I see, like I said, all the VWAP. I see this is about to print a green dot right here because whenever these two lines cross, they're supposed to be waves. We changed them, but whenever these waves cross, you get a green dot, and they're about to cross right there, which is going to be a buy signal that prints right there, and that would match up right with this next number 9 TD sequential. This may be a bounce. Remember, this is the 1 hour chart, so there's not too much conviction behind this, but this is where you look for like your buy entries, and I see a lot of bullish divergence. I don't see no bearish.
No.
I'm gonna pull up all of his charts though. Now let me. I gotta get rid of some of my indicators though because I'll be able to fit them all. Let's get rid of auto trend lines. This is the other market saver. Is this the other market saver? Oh, this is the magic carpet bands. It's underneath the magic carpet bands. I could take them off. Ultra trend catcher. This is on a good. The trend catcher. Buy, sell. Ooh, there you go. We're tipping out to the right there. Coming out to the side. That's good. All right. Let me put on all look into Bitcoin stuff. Oh, we're at the bottom of the range. Legit bottom of the range. Like if you, can I pull up the auto here? You'll see that we never come to the bottom of the range unless we're like at the, like see how we hit right here? That was the top of the range. And we came back down. Right now, why are we on auto? What are we doing here? There you go. See, we always play off these ranges. We followed it, we bounce off these ranges. Right now, anything over this is a bull trend, you know, obviously, and then it's showing a bear trend started, but we're at the bottom of the range right now. So hopefully we're going to bounce. I really hope we're going to bounce. Take that off real quick. Let me hide this. Let me just see my volume.
We should bounce today. Look, we need a bit of bounce, to be honest. Like, look at the altcoins; they're all bleeding. Cardano's, you know, touched 93 cents. That's probably the lowest I've ever seen for a while since the last dip when it was last month, and now it's so I've just thrown about $500 in Cardano. And this is probably
an easy win. Cardano's definitely an easy win. And I think things are gonna reverse. I really do. We got to get across right here. Got the white coming up. About to cross over here. Anytime the white crosses up over that, we get the green buy, and we're at the very bottom, and the white has bounced up. At the bottom of the range too on this one. This is the same. These play off of each other. These are two of the same. They came in this one and the other one that I showed you. This one are the same package. So they play off each other. All right, let's open up. Look at the Bitcoins charts. Get rid of that up there. Make this smaller. Because he has so many of them. All right, let's see. All in my invited scripts. All the LIBs. All right, this is the 20-week moving heat map. We need to be on a daily chart for this. I'll just turn them all on, and then I just hit the little eye on them. I hit my max already. I know how to take off more. So that was only 2 more. What can I get rid of? Bitcoin Sniper and Market Liberator. All right, now I can get the rest of them in here. These last 2. Bicycle Tide. This is what calls the top and the bottoms. And the fuel multiplier. All right, now I can go to like the daily chart where everything is also done on. Now I gotta turn them. Man, I really don't want to make this go away. I'm just going to shrink it and hide it. All right, that's that. And let me cover up some of these. This is the stock to flow model. Right here, the stock to flow oscillator. And the green, this whole green background, that's the stock to flow too. But you'll see that once I open it up a little bit bigger. But that's the stock to flow. This is the pure multiple. I'll show you what they all mean. When we get there, I just want to lower these so we can. There we go. All right, I can turn some of these off. All right, let's check the heat map. All right, this is our heat map. How are we looking? This green line. Turn off this and the VPPR, so it's just Bitcoin stuff. All right, the heat map, we're cooling off, and that's the top of it. Calling our range. Is it turning green? Staying like whitish. All right, that's the heat map. This is called the Bitcoin investor tool. You got to be like zoomed all the way like that. Kind of look at it from a macro perspective. We're at the very, very bottom of this Bitcoin investor tool. So definitely see a bounce because this will continue probably like that somewhere. So in the next couple of days or something, we might see a huge bounce. It rarely ever breaks through it. This is the fuel multiplier, and that's like one time it broke through it over here. Oh no, that's the stock to flow oscillator. This is the fuel multiplier. And then we have these are good logarithmic growth curves. Shows you how Bitcoin grows over time by the halvings. Pretty accurate. Damn fucking line.
Mhm.
I hate the line, but oh my god, it's still there. All right. So yeah, this indicator is pretty cool because it really just shows you like how Bitcoin's growing over time. And it's by the halving cycles. The line we hit the first bull run. Came back down and we topped it out. We're up here, and now look, we're all the way hit that orange line again, all the way back down here. Probably gonna bounce off of here. If worst comes to worst, price action, it's saying, oh, not price action, but by this tool, it's saying lowest probably gonna bounce at is around like there. If it comes straight down, if we go sideways a little bit, we may get like up there. That's looking pretty good. All right, let's check out this is the stock to flow model. What's his name? Plan B. His old famous stock to flow model. Well, I got the indicator. But yeah, that's his. I don't even know how to read the stock to flow model. But I could tell that it's something to do with these green and dark greens. And this in the middle. And it has to do something with this because that's the stock to flow too. I guess right when it crosses over the red, that's where it crossed. And it crossed back down around here. It should bounce though, because look where our line is. Right, that's the stock to flow. The most important one, pi cycle top, which we already know. What this is a very intricate thing of it's the 350-day moving average by the 111-day moving average, and that gives you the stock to flow. I mean the pi cycle top, and it's called every single bull market top of the bull market. Just like I made a 4-page essay about trend hacker compared to the pi cycle top and the trend hacker indicator called the top of Bitcoin exactly the same times as the pi cycle top indicator, and the pi cycle top indicator is the only indicator that is known to have called every single top. But my little trend hacker indicator did the same thing. I think I still have pictures on my phone, which I might post, and that's the one that I gave to people, so you can. It's very, very helpful.
Absolutely.
This is bouncing.
Okay.
We're good. We're not going anywhere. We bounced off it. If this would have crossed right here, it would have been a sign of the bear market. But it bounced off. We still have the green over the we're all right. Bitcoin's not going down. We're bouncing. We're bouncing. We're bouncing.
We might, yeah. I think that's probably it for this week, and I'm guessing. So I'm glad I've made a bit of investment today, which is good. So the coins I got into today, Cardano.
Cardano's always a good one.
That's about it. I'm just waiting for Quant to come down a little bit more. It will come down next week or not, but
is it Quant? That's the coin that you're after,
yeah.
right? I'll keep that in mind because I know that you Like,
I also want to look into Algorand. I don't know
I
how
have a
that
bunch of Algorand
going
I've
to
been
be.
holding.
Yeah.
Sell you my Algorand. I've been holding. Well, I hear Algorand's such a good blockchain, and I bought it only because it was pumping at one time, and I was in a coin that was dumping, and I didn't know what to do
Hmm.
with it, so I just put it to Algorand because I knew it was going up, and then I ended up just forgetting about it, and then it went back down, and by the time I remembered it, it was too late to sell. So
Yeah,
once it's too late to sell, you can't sell because then you're at a loss, so you just gotta kind
that's,
of hold on. So
that's true.
that's what I'm doing now, is just kind of holding on. This is the other one that I didn't get. This is the other look at the Bitcoin one, the golden ratio multiplier, and that's these lines,
Right.
and that's one thing. We gotta have this pink bounce. If that pink crossed, see, once this pink started crossing over here, it came up, it made it just above the red right here, a tiny bit above the red, and came back down, and that's the start of that. Crossed the green, kept on going down, curved up, and now we're right there again. So
Right.
we should be keeping a big eye on this. This is something I need to keep an eye on for everybody, because this is going to tell
Top
us a
there.
lot. If we get across downwards,
Hmm.
we're going to, yeah, we're going right there around this area. 29. Uh,
Right.
29, and then after 29 is not a good number. 29,
Hmm.
this would be the end of the bull run, or where we would stay, but we would be probably rocking around about somewhere around here, 17.
Yeah. Oh well.
So that's how it's going to be. But these are all opportunities to become millionaires, these things. So don't always think of these things as losses, but these prices
Right.
are millionaire prices. Putting in
Yeah.
$100 at this point, you know what I mean? I wouldn't put $100 into Bitcoin. I would wait for Bitcoin to pump and put 100 into
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I mean, like the other altcoins, or
Yeah.
Ethereum or Cardano or something. But
Definitely.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye on the golden ratio multiplier for everybody, because this is exactly what I meant by I can't do altcoin buy and sells because it's too unpredictable.
That's true. Absolutely. No, that's okay. It's no hurry. It's not that we're going to reach today. Like you were saying, the book is not a quick reach scheme. So,
There you go.
um,
Glad you listened.
definitely. So,
Yeah, we'll do more of it.
yeah, absolutely.
Next,
Absolutely. We've got a lot of time. So, can do slowly and slowly.
exactly, and we'll learn a lot. And I got a bunch of books, so we can see how this one goes. See if we can get some subscribers through it. If they start, even if you just post like to on, like I said, Discords that have shill channels or something, and let them know that we're going live, reading from the book and doing TA off of it. Um, you know, maybe we can get some people that will start to join in on us, and then we can get some more students in here, because the more
Yeah.
students we have means the more maneuverability I have to do stuff for the channel,
Yep.
because I don't have to pull all the money out of my pocket. I can use the Patreon funds to buy it. So,
Absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
So we can plan
All
another
right.
date for the next time, anytime you're ready, or
Yeah. Nah, yeah, yeah, well, I think the kids are here now.
perfect time.
Yeah, we can certainly chat on the Discord and see what suits us both. Maybe next weekend sometime we can.
Perfect. Sounds good. If you could just do me a favor, let Discord know, post like the general chat or something, about it and how good it
Yeah.
is and whatnot. Appreciate it.
I'll certainly do that. All right. Thanks a lot for today, Danny.
No problem, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you do, and you have a good day.
Take care, man.
Bye. Bye for now. Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, everybody else, have a good night. Come join the Crypt Nation Discord server. I'm telling you, not going to find anything else with as much value and as much information and a community that actually cares, like you will in Crypt Nation and any other server out there, especially for the price that we don't even charge. It's literally just to cover like hosting the server. It's like $15 a month, like, compared to your $500,000 a month master classes for your 7 video master class. No, this is a lifetime master class, or however long I'm going to be a student. We teach everything. We have experts in a bunch of different fields. Uh, go to all these conferences to make sure I bring back the best information I can. The Phantom Conference, the Solana Conference, the Bitcoin Conference, to all of them, just so I can come back and relay the information to the students. So, yeah, there'll be a link down below somewhere, and check out the Discord. I'll also put a link for the Patreon if you want to check it out. But we're more than excited to have you there, and have a good night. Stay safe. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Don't risk, getting involved with altcoins that look like they're going to pump or, explode, because that can change in a second. As soon as Bitcoin turns the opposite way, it goes. And also vice versa. Just because some coin is dumping, don't get too anxious, because if Bitcoin turns around, it can just pump out of nowhere. So just be ready, keep an eye on things, and join the server, so that way you got a community of people always there. I got my business line. You call me anytime you need. The private Telegram channel. My email address. Whatever you need, contact me. You can contact the staff. You can contact my executive. You can contact anyone in the server and get the assistance you need. So join up, Crypt Nation. Have a good one. Be safe.